A little bit of breaking news here on the Breeze in the evening. Nothing major, but the Chicago Bears have released Tanoh Kpassagnon, and I think it's a great time to have a conversation about Austin Booker because of it. We'll talk about all that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Let's go. Now, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the page. You do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talk Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Listen, Tanoh Kpassagnon has been released. Not really a surprise here. I mean, he's been on the practice squad the last couple of weeks. I think this is a little bit exciting news on a couple of fronts here. Number one, I would assume it means that Grady Jarrett is probably ready to go. Tanoh Kpassagnon was somebody who he didn't get on the game day roster last week, but somebody who you wanted to have ready, who was called up from that practice squad because it was believed that he was going to have an opportunity to go out there and, possibly get in the game and make some plays there. Didn't end up getting on the active game day roster. Really liked what we saw with the unit that they had out there. And I think that most of, Ben Johnson was pretty happy about it when he talked about the pressure and the consistency that they were able to create. But Tanoh has not just been released from the team. He's been released from the practice squad as well. And I think on one front, listen, you're excited that you're getting the news, probably that Grady Jarrett is coming back and that, Tanoh probably would have been sent to the practice squad. But number two, I would assume that this means this is where Austin Booker or somebody who you feel is at the end of this rotation might land. Let me know how that makes you guys feel in the comments, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Do you think Austin Booker deserves a shot at being on this game day roster? And I'm not reporting that he's going to be on the practice squad, but it just seems like that's kind of where this fit might end up being for him right now. To me, I would love to see him get an NFL opportunity, but I thought Ben Johnson said something yesterday that was very, very telling of kind of this whole Austin Booker situation. Remember, he's been a full participant at practice over the last couple of weeks. Without Grady Jarrett out there, you had an opportunity to put Austin Booker onto the active game day roster. And not only did we not see him get onto the active game day roster, we didn't even see him get activated as of yet. And I would assume this means the activation is coming. You've released Tanoh Kpassagnon because that 21 days is almost up and you need to put him somewhere on this roster, and practice squad is probably going to be the best spot for him. I thought that when Ben Johnson said we just didn't have a spot for him, we didn't have room for him essentially on the roster at that point because we felt really good about our rotation, that was incredibly telling. And I've told you guys the entire time, listen, I love Austin Booker. I think he does deserve an opportunity at some point here. I think I loved him coming out of college, and I thought you should have drafted him in the 4th round before you got him in the 5th round, but I love that you got him in the 5th round. But here's the bottom line. Right now, you've got a pass rush that, is it getting to the quarterback? No. Is it creating pressure? Yes, it is. Is it forcing fumbles? Yes, it is. Is Montez Sweat proving that, in the run game, he's proven to be incredibly important over the last couple of weeks? 100%. I would say the same for Dayo Odeyingbo. Where we want the guys to get to the quarterback, I would rather see that, and I would rather see you give a guy an opportunity who led the Bears team in preseason in that. But at the end of the day, this ain't preseason, right? It's about what you can do versus veteran starters. And what we've seen out of Austin Booker over the course of his career, again, it's really just last season, a couple of games that he got in. You're not a guy that fits the scheme right now. And so that means you're going to get limited opportunities to go out there and do it. And in those limited opportunities, what are you showing the team? Are you showing the team that you're winning those opportunities on a consistent basis? Now, we don't get to see practice, so I'm not going to sit here and say he is or he isn't, but I would assume we're probably heading towards this world where Austin Booker ends up on the practice squad. There's a conversation there where you can say that he isn't. And we know, Dennis, I've told you guys the entire season, I thought it was going to be tough for Austin Booker to make this team as more than just a special teams player. Now you've got some really good special teams players back. You got added Travis Homer back in there. Roshan Johnson has really proven to be a really solid special teamer for this team. Josh Blackwell, maybe that gets interesting because he could be called into service here to be a DB this week, but we'll see once we get the injury report on that. But bottom line is, right, like, there's not really a fit. Dennis Allen told us early on, I don't like my defensive ends 240. Guess what? Austin Booker falls right into that range. I was surprised to see some of the names that did make this team, but now you see kind of where they fit in. You got Daniel Hardy on this team. Daniel Hardy's a great special teamers for this Bears team as well. That's where they're putting the guys that fall into that range, and you don't have a need for that guy right now. And I don't feel like there's going to be a real opportunity here, or the coaches. I'll say this: we can't trust the coaches in certain moments and go, all these guys, they're the geniuses. They know exactly what they're doing. DA, look at all the takeaways. He's got it under wraps. And then something like this comes out where you're probably going to end up putting this young man on the practice squad, or at least he's not going to get a ton of opportunity here. And you're sitting in this situation now where you have to have someone who's been a fan favorite player not on the roster. I would say this: if you trust Dennis Allen, if you love what this defense has been doing, trust that he would know a really good pass rusher when he saw him, and that he would know if that guy needed to get on the field. I mean, this is the guy that drafted Khalil Mack. This is the guy that was down there with Cam Jordan. He's seen some great pass rushers in his time. And I would think that if Austin Booker was out there and his opportunities absolutely going to work and wreaking havoc, that Austin Booker probably wouldn't have made it through the full 21-day window just about before getting activated. Again, let me know how you guys feel down in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you guys as well. Do you think this is going to make an impact? Do you think that Austin Booker ends up on the practice squad here? And does it feel like he's not getting a fair shake in your minds? Again, at the end of the day, this defense is balling out. And so this is the least of my concerns. This is literally just some update news that I wanted to make sure that you guys were getting and able to get there. But like, outside of that, like, this is if your issue right now is that you're releasing Tanoh Kpassagnon and you're bringing back Austin Booker possibly to be put on the practice squad, I think you're in a great place right now, especially with the defense that we haven't seen get to the quarterback enough. Last week, you got to Spencer Rattler. Let's see if that continues. But you see who's getting the opportunities, right? Dom Rob fits that mold. Dio Dangbo fits that mold. You brought him in here. You paid him a ton of money. Montez Sweat, of course, fitting that mold, right? Like, and you're starting to see that pressure from the interior start to do a little bit more damage. And again, like I talked about earlier, I would assume you're making this move. You're bringing back Austin Booker. You're probably going to see Grady Jarrett here pretty soon. Maybe this week is the week that we get to see him. Can't wait to see what the injury report is going to say this week on his designation. I believe he did finish the week, though, if I'm not mistaken. Grady Jarrett last week finished the week limited before, and was questionable before that game. So could be starting off this week limited and hopefully finishing out with a full designation there. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. I'll be down to talk with you guys as well. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. It's your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Make sure to tap in with today's podcast. If you missed that, that is up on the YouTube channel as well. And if you are not a member of the Breeze Superfans yet, the Bulls season starts tomorrow. We'll be live calling every single game. Tap in with us, join that membership, or you can join up on the Patreon. We'll be streaming over there. And of course, you can always tune in with us over on Playback. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. See Red Nation, wrong sport. I mean, yeah, see Red Nation stand up. Y'all start tomorrow. Bear down, one love, peace.